Hi there, this is Manish Vijay from PM Pulse, bringing to you Ninja video series. The PMBOK Guide 6th edition has just been launched, and let's really have a look what has actually changed. The PMBOK Guide 6th edition got launched on 6th of September 2017. This is what the cover looks like. I was one of the few guys who was up in the middle of the night to actually download it just when it became available on the PMI site. The good thing about PMBOK is every 4 to 5 years they keep on revising it to keep it practically relevant as possible. This is because of this habit of PMBOK, this continuous consistency with which they keep on upgrading PMBOK. There's no wonder that PMBOK guide is the de facto guide the world over for project management. There's no other guide like this which is revered to such an extent. Looking at the broad level changes of PMBOK 6th edition, the number of knowledge areas remain the same. There were 10 in 5th edition, there are 10 now. Introductory chapters contain a new section on environment in which the project operates. The environmental aspects of project management were talked about lightly in the 5th edition, but knowing the importance of internal and external environments of projects, this version of PMBOK has done justice by dedicating an entire section to the environment in which the project operates. Introductory chapters also contain a section on concept of project complexity. We at PM Pulse have been talking about project complexity for 4 to 5 years as a part of our standard training, but it's very nice to see PMBOK bringing it up and introducing it in this PMBOK, the 6th edition. Now, why is this important? Project complexity brings every aspect of project management to a different dimension. Having a focus on it, talking about it, coming to know about it as early as possible is crucial to the success of the project. This is a fantastic and a welcome move. Most of knowledge areas now also contain tools and techniques as well as terminology around management of agile projects. This solves two purposes. One part is while you are doing agile, while you are going through PMBOK, which is traditional project management, you also understand exactly which are the specific points where certain agile tools and techniques can be used, how it actually links with agile projects. On the other hand, it actually solves a bigger purpose. The bigger purpose being it defuncts a myth which has been going around that agile projects and PMBOK do not gel. It's a myth. We've been talking about it for a very long time, and PMBOK has done a wonderful job by actually showing the linkages between agile projects and PMBOK, which is traditional project management. Fantastic work done. There are 49 processes now instead of the earlier 47 processes. Looking at the broad level changes as far as the knowledge areas are concerned, let's start with integration. A brand new process has been added called Managed Project Knowledge, which is lessons learned, but the difference is earlier it was assumed that lessons learned is something that you do as an afterthought towards the end of the project. But here PMBOK has got the focus of the project managers to look at it as a way of managing project knowledge throughout the life cycle of the project. Moving on to scope. All processes are more or less the same. Moving on to time, all processes remaining the same except one process called estimate activity resources has been removed. Now, this does not mean it has been removed from PMBOK. It simply means it has shifted residence. It has moved from time to HR. Moving on to cost, all of the processes remain the same. No changes. Quality. The processes which were earlier called Perform Quality Assurance is now called Managed Quality. The reason for this is, in many organizations, quality assurance is a separate department, whereas PMBOK wants to enforce the concept of managing quality within projects, and therefore this change. The knowledge area, human resource, is now called Project Resource Management, which is because a project does not only have human resources, it also has non-human as well as material. So it's very aptly called project resource management. The process estimate activity resources has been added. I mean, it was removed from time. Now it has been added to project resource management, and there's a new process which has been added, which is called control resources. Communications process remaining the same. The last process of communication, which used to be called control communications, is now called monitor communications. In risk management, a very welcome move has been done. A brand new process called implement risk response has been added. This is supposed to be done immediately after you plan risk responses. This is fantastic. This was a gap which was there for a very long period, and now it has been fulfilled by the PMBOK 6th edition. And of course, the last process, which was called control risk, is now called monitor risks. Moving on to procurement. Surprise, surprise. The process closed procurements does not exist anymore. I mean, it does not exist in procurement, nor does it exist anywhere in PMBOK 6th edition. It has been removed completely. All the provisions which used to be part of the closed procurements is now part of controlled procurements. The last knowledge area called stakeholders. There's a process which was called control stakeholder engagement, is now called monitor stakeholder engagement, and apart from that, nothing has changed. So that was for the broad level changes for the PMBOK 6th edition. A more detailed report on the changes will be published soon. Keep tuned in, right? And this is Manish Vijay from PM Pulse. PM Pulse is a global registered education provider of PMI USA. That's all, folks. Keep tuned in. A more detailed version will be launched pretty soon. Thank you for watching.